What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the AM, guys. Welcome back to 5 Minute Rants. I'm your host, Michael Abernathy, and welcome to the show predicated on the journey of life and business. So, guys, I want to talk about setting goals today. I think this is really important. I learned this much later in life, how to actually properly set a goal. I didn't learn this until later, and I think it's if you're early in business or just if you're early in the journey, I think this is super important. When you set a goal should come with a timeline and measurement. It should come with a defined finish line, and it should also come with a timeline. How long? If you do not have those attached to your goals, you don't have a goal, okay? Now there's a vision. You can have a vision which is bigger than a goal, in my opinion, definitionally, right? Like, I am going to become the world's best race car driver. Okay, that's your vision. And then the goals are how you're going to get there. What do you need to accomplish? And there should be timelines attached to those. If you don't have a timeline and you don't have a measurement, they're not real. And the reason why is because goals should do two things. First, they should always be a source of challenge. So goals should be challenging you. When you set a goal, it should challenge you to compete against yourself and to compete against what you believe is possible in the moment. So a goal should never just be something that you can easily accomplish. It should challenge you, and it should really help drive you forward. So I've talked about innovation a lot before, and when Andrew and I innovate, that's one of the things that we really stop and think about. We don't believe in the phrase, it's impossible. We believe in the phrase that it's nothing is impossible, okay? We don't believe that things are impossible. We're just looking at it wrong. Everything we want to do is possible without being reliant on something else. I'm talking about in our current status, everything is possible and we can do it. It's just, will we look at it properly in the correct way in order to perform it and do it? And then are we creative enough to actually execute it? Figure it out and execute it. So those two things come into the goals. So goal should be a source of challenge, right? It should challenge you. It should really pause you and make you think. There shouldn't be an easy answer, because the easy answer is not a true goal. All right. Second, goals expose. So if you fail to meet your goal, it will expose you for either overestimation of yourself. It'll help you gauge who you are, how you set goals, how you believe in yourself, and how you lead. If there's a team attached to this, and they'll expose you, and they'll expose the work ethic. And both of those things are very good. And the reason why they are very good, especially the exposing, is because it gives you a self-assessment and a measurement of yourself and your capabilities. And the better you understand yourself, the better you're going to be able to move forward. And regardless of whether you fail at achieving the goal or whether you actually accomplish the goal, it will be exposing. And most of the time, the reason why we don't attach timelines to our goals is because I simply don't want to be exposed. I don't want to be measured in that way, and I don't want to be measured against that time caliber, right? I don't want to be measured against that timeline, and I don't want to see what type of caliber person I am. And so I think that it is very important when setting goals for a business, there are timelines attached to them, right? So I think having a definition of what winning looks like is super important too. And both of those things are units of measure. Like, without measurement, goals are worthless. If you're not going to really measure how you're accomplishing, how fast you're moving forward, are you actually able to do this? There's no point. And there's times where we've set massive goals to see if we can actually accomplish them. And some of those things are true. Like, wow, we actually did this. We did what we set out to do in the amount of time we set out to do it. And then there are other times where we utterly failed, and it caused us to pause and be like, okay, is this outside of my current reach and capabilities? If it is, how do I actually get there? And then should I extend timeline to try again? Right? And so measurement is so important, because the better you are at measuring and the more data you have, the better you are able to judge and to make decisions over situations or anything else you're doing. And I'm saying this because the better you know who you are, the better you know how your team operates, the better you know how people run that you are around and within your group and team, the better you are going to be able to do everything else you set out for in life. And you can't do that without exposure, and you cannot do that without challenge. And if you're setting goals that do neither of those things, then they're not true goals and they're actually not helping you. Anyways, guys, I'm way over. I'll catch you later. Peace.